Hey everyone, it's Marcy. Today's Yoga Swatch will bring some stretch to your hips. It's so easy when we get involved in a project to sit for way too long, or at least longer than is healthy for our hips and our legs. And so this little practice, which you could do on the floor or even in your bed, should help bring some circulation and some stretch into these places that are still and often shortened when we knit. So you'll come to your back with your knees bent and your feet on the floor for starters. And just take a few breaths here and notice if your back starts to relax at all. The curve of your back might start to sink down towards the floor. Nothing you're doing intentionally. It's just gravity giving you a little help. And take a few breaths and just feel your body settle. And maybe see how you feel in your hips and your legs as you rest here. And then you'll bring your knees into your chest. You can either hold on to your kneecaps, or you can hold on behind your thighs, or you could have a strap behind your thighs if that's more comfortable for your arms. If you feel like you're reaching too far and your shoulders and your back are coming off the mat, go ahead and get a strap or a belt or something like that. You'll start with your knees in towards your chest. Notice my elbows are bent. And as you inhale, let your arms guide your knees away from you. And then as you exhale, your knees come towards you. So this is a pretty small movement. Just inhaling until your arms are straight and exhaling, the elbows bend. And depending on your body and your hips, this might be a half an inch of a movement or an inch or a couple inches. You're just bringing some warmth and circulation into your low back before we start really stretching the hips. One more time. You inhale away and exhale towards you. And then you'll come about somewhere between the two. You want your thighs to be perpendicular or less towards your chest. You don't want them to be leaning away from you like this because it brings your low back up off the floor and it strains it. So I'm going to continue to hold on behind my thighs. If you want a stronger practice, you could have your arms and your hands resting on the floor next to you and really engage your belly and your back. So either way is okay. As you inhale, lengthen your legs, reaching your feet up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bend your knees into your chest, and that is the move. So the inhale, matching breath and movement, lengthening the legs up. All these muscles on the back of your legs are getting stretched, which is great because typically if your knees are bent with your feet on the floor when you knit, they're not getting stretched. They're getting really tight. So hopefully this feels good. One more time, up and down, just feeling the backs of your legs. And then you'll reach the feet up and just stay. You could play with your feet. You can make circles. Stretch your ankles. And then on an exhale, the knees come down. The feet come to the floor. Now we're going to do a twist, and I'll show you two different ways to do the twist. One is really gentle and one is gentle. So you'll start with your arms out to the sides, palms down. They could be low, they could be up, but no higher than shoulders. If it's not comfortable for you to have your palms down, you could also rest like this with your palms up and your elbows bent, depending on how this feels for your arms and your chest. My knees will stay together, and my first twist I'm going to do to my left because I want you to take a look at my feet. So right now both feet are on the floor. I'll take an inhale here, and then when I exhale, my knees go towards the left. My left foot stays on the floor, but my right foot stacks on top of my left. And then I inhale up, both feet come to the floor. Exhale, knees to the right. My left foot comes up and lifts up and stacks on top of the right. This is healthy for your low back. If you have low back problems, this is the twist that you want. Always keeping one foot on the floor and stacking your ankles. I'll do one more to the right so that I'm even. And then you can stay with that, or I'll show you a slightly stronger one you could do. You bring your feet off the floor, keeping your inner thighs pressed together. You inhale here and exhale both knees towards your left. Inhale, both knees come center, and exhale, both knees towards the right. So this is a little stronger on your hips and on your waist. You decide which one works for you today. You could do different stretches on different days. The exhale always takes you into a twist, and the inhale brings you center. Exhale to the side, and inhale center. We'll do one more to our right. And then you'll twist towards your left and you'll stay. So this stay is where the stretch really happens. You might want to turn your head towards your right arm like I'm doing as I talk to you, so it's away from the knees. That gets your neck a little bit of a stretch. You could also bring your left hand up on top of the top thigh. This adds a little weight to the top thigh, maybe increasing the stretch a little. And breathe and let your body just settle. Notice where you feel stretch. It might be in your hips, it might be in your back, it might be in your legs. And then I'm going to take this hand that was on the top thigh, set it on the floor again. Inhale, knees come center. And exhale, stay on the second side. So again, you might want to look away from the knees towards your left hand, stretch your neck. You might want to bring up this right hand and put it on top of the top thigh, feeling a little more stretch in the outside of that thigh. And just let your body ease into the stretch. You might even feel stretch in your chest, depending on how much knitting you've been doing. And breathe. Good. If that right hand is on top of the top thigh, go ahead and bring it to the floor. Inhale, your knees center. And we'll come again, hands to either kneecaps or behind the thighs. Grab your strap if you need to grab your strap. And we'll just do that same movement, bringing the knees in on the exhale and away on the inhale, just like we did at the beginning. Bringing a little balance to the spine after the twist. And at the end of your next exhale, you'll be complete. You'll bring one foot and then the other down to the mat. Feel your body. And you are complete. Your body and I thank you for practicing. See you next time.